She came back after all her work. We sat there quietly for a while, letting the moment breathe. After about half an hour, I turned to her and said, almost without thinking, "I'm going to be the father of your children." It was a line that could have been taken as brash, even bold, but in that moment, it was an honest reflection of the feeling that had settled over me, a certainty I could no longer contain. That instant would become the first step in a love story that the world admired, but that only the two of us truly understood. Michael Douglas, Strength Born of Shadows. Michael Douglas, the commanding presence of Hollywood, had captivated audiences for decades with roles that were intense, intelligent, and unforgettable. With a career marked by an Academy Award and countless accolades, he was admired not just for his talent, but for the magnetism he carried on and off-screen. Yet, behind the commanding performances and the charm that seemed effortless, lay a childhood shaped by both privilege and profound absence. Michael was born into the spotlight on September 25, 1944, the son of Kirk Douglas, a rising Hollywood legend, and Diana Dill, a woman of quiet strength and strict discipline. While the world saw fame, accolades, and opportunities, Michael's early life was filled with lessons about the cost of success on family and emotional closeness. His parents divorced when he was only 7, leaving him to navigate feelings of abandonment while learning that applause and recognition could never replace love and presence at home. Surrounded by prestigious schools and peers who admired the name Douglas more than the boy himself, he grew up learning that validation from the world was different from connection with those who mattered most. Yet, instead of breaking him, these experiences forged a determination to carve his own path, to step out of shadows and create a life shaped not by expectation, but by purpose. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Fragility turned determination. While Michael's lessons were of absence and the weight of expectation, Catherine Zeta-Jones learned life's fragility early on. Born on September 25, 1969, in Swansea, Wales, she entered the world in a modest home, surrounded by a family that worked tirelessly to provide stability. At a young age, a severe viral infection threatened her life, and an emergency procedure left her with a small scar on her throat, a reminder that her future had once hung by a thread. The memory of that close call stayed with her, shaping a resilience that would guide every choice she made. School children didn't understand the mark on her neck, whispering and staring, but instead of retreating, Catherine chose to shine. She promised herself that she would make the world see her for her talent and presence, not her past struggles. Her parents, grateful for her survival, invested in her future, funding dance and singing lessons that would set her on a path to the stage. By age 4, she was already performing under church lights, and by 11, she stepped onto London's West End. Every opportunity brought with it long hours, demanding rehearsals and early independence, but Catherine embraced it, turning fragility into strength. By 15, she was touring professionally, making a conscious choice to pursue the life she wanted over the safety of a conventional childhood. The stage became both her refuge and her proving ground, allowing her to transform every challenge into fuel for growth. Two paths toward greatness. As their lives progressed, Michael and Catherine continued to climb, each facing struggles unique to their journeys. Michael pushed himself to take bold, challenging roles, determined to prove he was more than a name inherited from his father. He debuted in films like Hail Hero in 1969, earning recognition early and refusing to rest on the shadow of his family. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, his career grew through deliberate choices, films that demanded depth, intelligence, and a willingness to confront human flaws. Productions such as One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Wall Street solidified his place not just as a star, but as a creator who could shape stories with lasting cultural impact. Meanwhile, Catherine's journey demanded a different kind of resilience. Early television roles introduced her to fame, but she quickly realized Hollywood often valued her beauty more than her talent. This fueled a commitment to craft and growth, leading to iconic performances in films such as The Mask of Zorro and Chicago, where her dedication, athleticism, and emotional depth could no longer be overlooked. Both were climbing, both achieving, yet both carried the weight of past struggles, learning lessons from fragility, absence, and the pressure of expectation. Early love and lessons learned before their paths converged, Michael experienced the complexities of love and family through his first marriage. In 1977, he married Deandra Lucer, and their son Cameron was born a year later. The union began with hope and promise, but as Michael's career demanded ever more of his attention, distance grew between husband and wife. The lessons of absence from his own childhood reappeared in subtle ways, reminding him that love cannot thrive on admiration alone. It requires presence, patience, and shared moments. The eventual dissolution of the marriage in 2000 was not a reflection of lack of care, but of the limits of balancing personal ambition with family life. Michael emerged from the experience with a profound understanding of what he needed to prioritize in future relationships, lessons that would become essential when Catherine entered his life. Catherine's heartbreak before love. Catherine, too, experienced her own lessons in love. Early relationships brought both hope and disappointment, teaching her the importance of protecting her independence and valuing sincerity over appearances. She survived heartbreak and public scrutiny, learning to balance fame with self-preservation. When she finally met Michael, she was no longer seeking perfection, but someone who understood the subtleties of resilience, patience, and authentic connection, the qualities that only someone who had faced similar trials could embody. Destiny crosses paths. Their fateful meeting occurred at the Deauville Film Festival in 1998. Michael, at 53, arrived as a seasoned icon. Catherine, at 28, arrived radiating the confidence of a woman who had fought for every step she had earned. In the midst of cameras and reporters, Michael noticed something in Catherine that was quietly familiar. Despite admiration from the world, there was a softness in her eyes that reflected a life lived with struggle and determination. In a bold, impulsive moment, he said the words that startled her. "I am going to be the father of your children." Catherine, cautious from past disappointments, walked away politely, shielding herself from what seemed at first to be arrogance. Yet Michael did not abandon the effort. He followed with genuine gestures, handwritten notes, thoughtful apologies, and patient, honest conversations. Over weeks and months, trust began to form where doubt once lived. Their bond grew slowly, nurtured in the quiet away from the public eye. A love built on patience and understanding. By New Year's Eve 1999, amidst colds and blankets instead of glamour and stage lights, Michael proposed with a vintage diamond ring. Catherine accepted not for the spectacle, but for the man who had shown her patience, sincerity, and care. Their wedding on November 18, 2000, at the Plaza Hotel in New York, was a celebration the world watched, but behind the elegance lay the true foundation of their union: humility, trust, and deep understanding. Their son Dylan had arrived earlier that year, followed by daughter Karis 3 years later, marking the beginning of a life focused on family, love, and connection rather than fame. Creating sanctuary beyond Hollywood. Recognizing the impact of fame on personal lives, Michael and Catherine chose to build a sanctuary for their family in Bermuda. Here, the chaos of Hollywood was replaced by quiet mornings, ocean walks, and laughter-filled dinners. Their children grew up away from cameras and headlines, experiencing the stability that Michael had longed for as a child and that Catherine had sought for herself. Even as their careers continued, they selected roles that complemented rather than interrupted their family life. Michael took on parts that challenged him but allowed time at home, while Catherine embraced projects that showcased her talent without compromising her well-being. Storms that could have broken them. No marriage is without challenge, and theirs faced storms that would test their resilience. Cameron, Michael's son from his first marriage, struggled with personal challenges, reminding Michael of the delicate balance between ambition and presence. Michael himself faced a life-threatening cancer diagnosis in 2010, enduring grueling treatment while Catherine supported him fully. Her own struggles with mental health required courage and openness, and together they navigated these challenges, turning vulnerability into strength. Even a public misunderstanding related to Michael's health tested their unity, forcing them to confront media intrusion and societal judgment while holding fast to their private bond. Rebuilding and choosing each other. By 2014, after moments of separation and reflection, Michael and Catherine rebuilt their relationship through patience, empathy, and counseling. Their love grew not in the glare of publicity, but in the quiet choices to be present for one another. In 2017, holding their first grandchild, they witnessed how cycles of love and care could heal past wounds, providing tangible proof that families can endure and flourish. Their commitment to each other became a model of resilience, showing that love is not always dramatic or public, but often quiet, steady, and deeply transformative. Gratitude and a new season today. Michael and Catherine enjoy a life defined by presence and purpose rather than applause or headlines. Their homes in New York, Bermuda, and Morocco are sanctuaries where family laughter replaces camera flashes and love exists without an audience. Michael calls this his season of gratitude, appreciating every day with a healthy body, clear mind, and the presence of those he loves most. Catherine embraces her third act, selecting work carefully and living with discipline, grace, and beauty shaped by endurance rather than perfection. Together, they walk through life quietly but fully, holding hands, sharing soft conversations, and honoring the love that has endured every test life has thrown at them. Love as resilience. The story of Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones is not a fairy tale, but a testament to human resilience. Their love demonstrates that true connection survives illness, fear, mistakes, and public scrutiny. It forgives, rebuilds, and chooses hope, even when everything seems uncertain. They have discovered that the most enduring happiness comes not from fame, awards, or recognition, but from moments of genuine care, shared struggles, and the quiet presence of a partner who truly understands. Their journey reminds us that love is strongest when it embraces imperfection, forgives past pain, and continues even when the world expects it to falter. In their shared life, every challenge, every hardship, every triumph has brought them closer, creating a bond deeper than anything fame could ever offer.